All right. Let's try this one more time, dude. I really need to fix my computer. All right, everybody. Welcome to Hot Couch Potato, the podcast where we talk about video games and what did we say last time? Hot Pockets. My name is Brent, aka Boo Wop. Here with my man's Rick, aka A New Perfect Day. What's going on, man?
I say the world needs to know about hot pockets because like I said, I've met people who never had a hot pocket in their life, and they looked at me like with confusion, and I said, I'm gonna look at you with confusion because why would you not have a hot pocket? I guess their experience of a childhood was more of like just cereal and I don't know eat, but I was like trying to convince them like one day I'm just gonna bring in a hot pocket and like shove it in your mouth kind of thing. But yeah, yeah, that's my whole week. That's my gripe.
Okay, best hot pocket flavor. Top two hot pocket flavors for you.
Dude, I noticed that there's two different types of pepperoni and cheese or pizza, basically pizza
Mm,
hot. And I'm not too fond of the one with garlic.
mm.
There's like a garlic version and a non-garlic, like a buttered version or whatever.
Wait, what's the difference? Isn't the difference just the
The
bread
bread,
on the outside?
one is like overwhelming with garlic,
Mm-hmm.
and the other one is just like a buttery, flaky crust kind of thing from the meat.
Wait,
But yeah,
you don't like garlic?
I do. But I think I've ate it so many times where to the point where Domino's now. I'm sorry for people who like Domino's, but I get a headache now when I smell the crust from Domino's
What?
and the Hot Pocket. Yeah, from those garlic one. Yeah, it's just weird.
Huh.
It's because it's overwhelming to my senses, and I think I'm at that age of 30, where I'm 31. But yeah, I can't eat Domino's pizza anymore without unless they can say, hey, we will not put garlic in our crust. Then yeah, I'll reconsider.
I think we just confirmed Rick is a vampire. Confirmed, dude.
Love garlic, FYI.
Just confirmed.
I
We
do
just
not
confirmed it, I
like
think.
garlic in the bread, I'm guessing. I don't know.
Dude,
I just ate garlic rice, so
oh, okay. Okay, there you go. Speaking of getting to that age, right? So, I play softball with my coworkers. Yeah, like every Thursday, they get like this softball game, and I played with them the past 2 Thursdays. I was just at a park, and it's like easy times. Everybody's kind of like older, you know what I mean? So we're not doing anything crazy. Last week on Friday, two of my coworkers come through, and they're like limping, at work. And they're not
what?
that much older. I think one of them, I think actually both of them are like class of '99, class of 2000, from Morse too. So it's kind of crazy. So they're out there and they're just like limping around work. I'm like, dude, you all right, man? Like, I didn't see you slide for a base or dive for a catch or anything. What's going on? They go, oh, my gout's acting up. And I was like,
What?
oh, damn, dude, that's kind of crazy. Because after we played softball, we all went out for like some beers and things like that. And I guess what activates it for one of my coworkers is if he drinks like a dark beer, then his gout acts up. And gout is, I guess, is like this uric acid that your kidney produces. And if your body doesn't process it, it just crystallizes and hardens in your joints and stuff,
Oh,
and
Jesus.
just makes it a horrible time. So one of my coworkers is limping around. The week after that, I see my other coworker. He's just limping around work too. I'm like, dude, what the fuck? Did you like get in a motorcycle accident or something? What's going on with you? He goes, nah, man, I had some ribs last night, some pork ribs, and I got gout. And I was like, what the fuck, dude? What's going on? And then I also called, one of my friends, Maynard. He has gout too, and it like acts up every so often. He'll have to walk around with a crutch. And now it's like, man, am I next? The day
God.
after I found out, like my ankle started hurting, and I like looked it up on the internet, like what does it mean if my ankle hurts? And out of all the millions of answers they gave me, it was like gout, and I was like, no, dude, I have
No.
fucking gout as well. But turns out it was nothing. I guess I just, if someone's like sick or not feeling well, you kind of have that sympathy like sickness for them. You're like, oh no, I'm suffering with you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I think I just had some sympathy gout real quick, man. Yeah, that I have this gout aura around me. But it's fucked up, dude. Like I'm so scared because I haven't been living the healthiest lifestyle. Have you been living the healthiest lifestyle?
I actually started giving up soda.
Okay.
So
Okay.
now I'm onto juice,
Okay.
but I think I'm gonna start giving up juice and just focus on drinking water.
Get rid of the sugary drinks and stuff like that.
Exactly,
Yeah.
because I think so today I had shabu shabu.
Oh,
I've only had shabu shabu twice in my life, I would say,
what do you
and
think?
I'm still not a fan of shabu shabu.
Because that's
They
just the soup, right?
Yeah, it's just like throwing in a bunch of ingredients, and I'm not no master chef, so basically my two experiences, me throwing in amateur, ingredients, thinking it's all gonna mix together, but it doesn't turn out great.
Mm.
Either way, there was this new place that opened up, and I ended up drinking like a lot of like this raspberry iced tea with sugar,
Hmm. Hmm.
and my iWatch goes off and is like, "Are you okay? Your heart rate is at 125 beats per minute." And then
What?
Marnelli is like a nurse, and she's like, "This is not normal. Like, you shouldn't be at that high." And I was like thinking, I was like, "Man, I am drinking a lot of sugar, and I do this on a daily basis. So does this mean I'm always at 120 beats per minute?" So I had to reconsider my life at that point. I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna drink water. I'll still eat cookies and everything, but no. I guess one drink can like predetermine my fate. So
Shit. Yeah, man. No, I'm definitely, especially after this gout stuff, thinking I have gout for like 2 minutes. I'm definitely like toning it down as well, man. Because shit, man, your bodies just get older. They shit can't just recover as fast anymore, man. It's fucking horrible, dude.
exactly. I was trying to put like clothes on the top shelf and I jumped and my arm was sore and I was like, what the fuck? I'm like I need to exercise.
Oh man, I'm 100% with you. Damn, that fucking sucks getting old, dude. And it's funny too. Relatively, we're not old at all, but it's we could tell this is the oldest we've been ever in our lives. Is right now at this second, you know.
Yeah.
So Jesus, it's all new to us. But yeah, it's fucking horrible. I don't know what really causes gout. I tried to look it up, but I guess it's just over time. You know, your kidney is just getting overworked and things like that. So I guess it all happens to us eventually. It's also called the rich man's disease. So if you don't, overdo it, I'd guess you're fine. But there's definitely been times where I drank way too much, dude. So I hope it doesn't bite me back in the end, dude. Oh man, but yeah, how's everything? You been playing any video games this week, man?
I haven't been playing a lot of video games. I think, yeah. I've just been so busy trying to get ready for PAX. It is happening in 20 days,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm already pre-prepared. So I have my backpack ready to go with all the cords and extensions and whatnot. It's
Mm-hmm.
just my clothes. I need to get it ready, and yeah, I'm definitely ready for PAX.
Dude, does it look like you're gonna be building a bomb or anything?
From my backpack.
Yeah.
That's what I was worried about. I'm bringing a little mini lawn chair, and so I was like, I wonder if that's gonna get caught with TSA. It's only $1.50, so
Uh
I
huh.
can throw it away if they say I can't bring it
Uh
on.
huh.
But
Uh huh.
still, I would like to sit, during the convention.
You're gonna have all these wires and batteries and a fucking metal pole on your back, dude. Oh yeah, you're definitely
Exactly.
building a bomb on that plane, bro.
That's what they're probably gonna think, man. They already pat down my socks twice when I went through
Oh
TSA.
my
It's
god,
because
dude.
I like sometimes I leave it kind of scrunched up, so they just like, sir, can you pull over to the side over here and show me your driver's license?
Pull over to the side.
uh, Bend over, let me see your feet, and I'm like, fuck, man.
Let me see your feet. Was your TSA agent fucking Quentin Tarantino, dude? That is fucking crazy. Ben.
Short socks every time I go through fly a plane. Oh, God.
Oh, dude, that's fucking funny, man. Um, so I rented a car recently. I went to Disneyland this past weekend. And I rented a car. I was planning for a longer road trip, but we kind of changed plans. So I still had the rental. I was like, oh fuck it, I'll keep the rental and we'll just take it up to Disneyland, you know, since that's what our plans changed to. And when I was returning it today, I was like, all right, cool. I just have to drive there and drop it off, and I'll be all good. I don't have to pay because I already did like the deposit and everything, and they'll probably give me money back, you know, on my
Yeah.
credit card. And so I'm getting ready to go. I got my wallet. I got everything good. I'm like ready, you know. I'm ready to go out the door, and I'm thinking to myself, wait a second, dude. I'm gonna go to the airport to drop this bag or to drop this car off at. Let me bring a bag, even if there's nothing in it, so I don't look like a fucking terrorist out here, dude. You know what I mean? You ever get
Yeah.
on a plane, or if you're ever in the airport and there's a dude with no luggage, nothing, wearing a t-shirt and jeans, just getting on a plane, he's fucking gonna do something, dude.
Yep.
You're not traveling anywhere with nothing like that, man. It's kind of crazy, bro. So I mean, I don't even have anything in the bag. I don't think. I think I had a water bottle, and that was it, dude. Have you rented a car from the airport over here in San Diego yet?
Not from San Diego. No, I have not.
From wherever you rented a car from?
I think. Oh, Hawaii.
Oh, okay. What was the process like? Was it pretty smooth or?
Sorta. It was just like, filling out the applications, and then they're asking if we wanted to get insurance and whatnot. But yeah, it was just kind of. It only took like 10, 15 minutes to
Oh,
really
okay.
sign everything out.
So I've had some pretty bad experiences with rental things. I've rented cars a bunch of times, but I think that insurance part where they try to upsell you that shit is the worst, dude.
Yeah, they're like, oh, for $30 more, you can get insurance. They'll cover you for $200,
Yeah,
something like that.
yeah. The trick is now, at least I learned, fuck, just tell them you have insurance, you know? And they're
Yeah,
like, and your insurance covers it more than likely as long as you're driving something, you know?
exactly.
It was funny when I rented this one, they saw my address on my driver's license. They're like, oh, you're local. I was like, oh, yeah, man. Like, what's your deductible? I was like, I don't know, 500. Like, okay, you don't need insurance. That was it. I was like, oh, shit, that's cool, man. And since they had like a local resident special or something, my deposit was only like $150 or something like that.
Oh, nice.
So, yeah, it wasn't too bad. I mean, overall, I think it cost like $90 to have it for the 2 days, basically. So it wasn't too bad at all. But I've had it before, so worse. I highly recommend you guys don't do this out there. If you ever go to Mexico, right,
Mhm.
and you want to rent a car, just don't do it, dude. Just take a taxi or something. It'll fucking save you a headache, dude. So when I rented a car in Mexico, right, they tried to upsell me on all kinds of fucking insurance, dude. And I was like, nah. I got insurance, you know? And they're like, well, if you rent this car with just your own insurance, it's going to be like $500. They're like, wait, what, dude?
Wow.
Don't charge me that shit. What's the cheapest insurance you guys? Like our cheapest insurance is for like $450.
$500.
Yeah, I was like, okay, no, fuck you guys, dude. I don't need this car anymore. Just get us our shuttle to the hotel or whatever we were doing, you know. And the guy's like, oh, never mind. Here, I can give you the insurance for like, 200 pesos or something, and then you call it a day. And I was like, all right, cool. So then we took it. When we pull up and we're picking out the car, the guy walks around with us with like a chart. He's like, all right, there's a scratch here already. We'll just mark it all on here so that when you return it, we're not gonna think you guys made this scratch, you know.
Yeah.
So he's going around marking all the scratches and shit like that. And we're like, all right, cool. We haven't understood. Even the like, dude, I know what it's like. So I was getting all the smallest things, dude. Like, oh look, see, there's a little. It's kind of scuffed here on the tire. That's not us. It's like, what the fuck? The tires are supposed to be scuffed, but whatever. We'll write it down. I was making sure they got every little detail on that little chart. So it's cool. Go out to Mexico, have a good time, eat lobster, drink beer, hang out on the beach, do our thing. We off-road a little bit in that shit. And then we come back like 3-4 days later with the car, drop it off. And the guys, we're not worried about it because really nothing happened to the car,
Yep.
This guy's walking around it doing his little checklist, right? And we're kind of just standing there talking while he's doing it. And then for whatever reason, dude, right? For whatever reason, he's at the front bumper kind of bends over, puts his hand underneath the bumper, and pulls it out. We're like,
What the fuck?
all right, that's cool. And then he looks at us and then he shakes it and he's like, oh, guys, this thing is loose, man. Did you guys get into an accident or something? We're like, what the fuck, bro? We just saw you pull this shit out. What are you doing? And he's like, I'm going to have to report this. I have to write this on the report. And we're like, no, fuck you, man. We just saw you pull off the bumper. There's no way that shit happened because of us. He's like, I only pulled it out because it was loose. And we're like, how can you tell it's loose? They didn't even go down there and check that when we left. So why would you check it fucking now, you know?
Yeah.
So we're out here fucking arguing with the guy, and he's like, I have to write it. And ultimately, like, we're like, fine, dude, you could write it, but we ain't gonna pay for that shit, you know?
Yep.
This is all in the fucking garage. And he's like, whatever. He just gives us the paper. And then we roll up to the front counter where they're like, you know, where we finalize the deal and everything. So I show him the paper, and I was about to tell him, I was like, yo, I'm not paying for that fucking bumper, right?
Yep.
And he looks at it, and he's like, okay, looks like everything's in order. There's no extra charges or nothing. Here you go. Have a good trip. I was like, oh, okay, yeah, fuck you to the guy that was fucking looking at my car, dude. It was the worst, man.
Wow.
We were literally
shade.
arguing with him. I know. We were arguing with him for like 15 fucking minutes, dude. It was crazy. It's funny, too, because I can kind of speak Spanish, but it's not all together that well, and it takes me a long time to form sentences because I really got to think about this shit.
Yep.
Bro, I was speaking all the Spanish in my life to that guy. It's fucking funny, dude. But yeah, no, I've definitely had some bad experience. I think this most recent one was the easiest experience I've had fucking renting a car, dude. They had like a scanner gun and there's like barcodes on the car. They're like, all right, let's scan the car, let's scan your paper. See you later. And that was it, dude. I was out of there. It was insane, man.
Damn.
Yeah. So it was good times. Speaking of Disneyland, finally went, dude. It was great.
Nice.
When was the last time you were at Disneyland, dude?
Dude, since high school, I think.
Was it fucking grad night, man?
Yeah.
No way,
And
huh?
that's why I don't remember what it looked like. I kind of do, but I really wanted to go, but I was checking out prices, and last time I saw it was like 130,
Mm-hmm,
and I was like, damn, this is too expensive. But yeah, can let me know how much the price is.
So yeah, we went, and the price for a single day hopper ticket, so that you can go back and forth between the two parks, is $200, dude.
See, that is ridiculous shit.
$200, bro.
God damn.
It's
dude.
fucking insane, man. It's way too much. So on the bright side of things, they do have a special that if you're an annual pass holder, you can buy discounted tickets. The one day hopper discount is the ticket only costs $99, dude. So it's like $100 discount, dude.
Wow.
Which is great. So I kidnapped Scott and had him buy us the discounted tickets. But no, it was good because he hadn't been to. The main reason we want to go, dude, was Star Wars Land, of course. It's
Yep.
open to the public now, and he hadn't been either, so it was a good way for him to check it out as well. Because he's going to the D23 convention actually.
Oh, nice.
Which is starting to turn into a huge thing since Marvel owns Star Wars and or Disney owns Marvel and Star Wars now, dude. So they kind of just have everything, and they're about to have their own streaming service too, which they added Hulu. They're gonna have ESPN and ABC on that shit, dude. So they're gonna take over the world here in a second.
Yep.
So it was a good chance for him to check it out too. So no, it was a good time. But on the positives, dude, about Disneyland. We'll start with the positives. Yeah, let's start with the positives. They let you bring in empty water bottles and you can just refill it wherever you want, dude. You could fucking have the restaurants refill it for you too. It's kind of crazy.
Nice.
Yeah, because it was hotter yesterday. It was like in the 80s yesterday. I brought everybody brought water bottles, and we kind of just refilled it at the different restaurants or at the different water fountains that were out there. So that was good. You can bring in food. So everybody packed their own little sandwiches and stuff. I had my little beef jerky, that I had when I was struggling out there. They have single rider lines now, which is crazy to me. So
That is crazy.
guess if you're by yourself or if you're with your group and you don't care if you're on the same car or anything, or same ride cycle, then you could just get into that line and it's a lot shorter. They use it to fill out the empty spaces. Let's say if a group of 3 wants to ride a roller coaster, but there's 4 seats, instead of looking in the line, they could just throw that one person that's in the single rider line into there. So that's cool. With that, we were able to ride a bunch of rides that had like 2-3 hour waits in like less than half an hour or half an hour. So that's a
Yeah.
good innovation as well. You can do fast pass through the app now, so that's great. Um, and fucking Star Wars Land, Galaxy's Edge is fucking amazing, dude. It's really
Damn.
like you stepped into the movie, man. I can't place. I think the city or whatever that they're trying to replicate is the one from episode. Shit, what's my numbers here? Episode 7 with the lady with the glasses and stuff, dude. That gives Ray the lightsaber.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I think that's the because they have like the little market with all the floating lanterns and stuff in the air, and then you just go out into this open courtyard. And it's just the fucking Millennium Falcon, dude, just right in front of you. It's so huge, dude. Since it's life size, it's kind of wild, man. Um, and then you can go around. They have the other little shops. You can, of course, build your own lightsaber, which costs fucking $200, dude.
That is
I'm
ridiculous. I
saying,
want a
man. I'm
lightsaber so
saying.
bad, but I don't want to spend
I know,
$200.
dude. So when I found that out, right, and then I see people walking because they have the little bags, It's not just gonna carry their lightsabers out. They put them in these bags that look like the what you have you carry posters in.
Yeah.
So every time I saw someone with that bag, I was like, man, you're fucking rich, dude. How? So yeah, they had the lightsaber building. They had a cantina, but you had to make like reservations to get into the cantina, and I guess it's the only place in Disneyland besides their super exclusive club that serves alcohol. So that would have been cool to go in there, but unfortunately, we didn't make reservations in time. Dude, and you could build your own droid. I didn't know about that.
What the
You
heck?
could build like a
Is it
little.
like life size droid or?
No, it's smaller. I think you could build like a BB-8 or R2D2 droid. And at first, I was like, okay, that's kind of cool. They have like this conveyor belt where you can pick up all the parts and stuff, and then you go to this workstation and put it all together and shit. And I was like, okay, that's cool. You can kind of like make a droid and set it up on your desk or something.
Yeah.
They almost got me because they had like green decals that you could put on it. I was like, oh god, dude, I might have to make an all black droid and just put green decals on it, man. And then we were walking around later, and I see this little kid with his droid as remote controlled. And he can
Oh
build it and he can fucking drive it
wow.
around, dude. I know. How crazy is that? Disneyland is a place of dreams, dude. Um, they had the weird like green milk, which is more like a smoothie. You know what I mean? Like a Robex juice or a Jamba juice. You know what I mean? It's not really milk. It just looks thick. They were pretty good. They're like fruit flavored. They had blue and green milk, so that was pretty good. Then they had the stormtroopers walking around. Had someone dressed as Ray walking around, and then they had like this rebel spy running around too that the stormtroopers were looking for. And people would try to like snitch on her, like, "Oh, hey, I saw her over there," to the stormtroopers. It'd be kind of cool, man. Um, but ultimately, and the main reason I wanted to check this out was because I wanted to ride Smuggler's Run, dude. The the Millennium Falcon ride, and it did not disappoint, man. So there's 6 people that get to sit in the cockpit, right?
Uh-huh.
And there's 2 pilots, there's 2 gunners, and there's 2 engineers, basically. I'm not really sure what the engineers do besides shoot out harpoons to try and grab the loot and stuff. Of
Uh-huh.
course, the gunners are the DPS, dude. We do as much damage as we can, and the people that are in the pilots, they actually have to fly. Like one person controls going left and right, and one person controls going up and down. So it's kind of insane, dude. Um, so the whole time you're trying to steal this cargo from this ship, and you have to like line up the Millennium Falcon with the ship, shoot the harpoons, guard yourself from all the Tie fighters and other ships that are trying to steal the loot too. So you have to keep mashing this button, to shoot down Tie fighters and shit. The only problem I have is the button is like to your side, but you want to look out in front of you so you can see what the fucking what the ride is doing, right?
Yeah.
And it was kind of funny because it was all our first times doing it, even the pilots and stuff. So they were crashing into fucking everything, dude. And I think so. There's 2 things that you have to try and steal, right? And we only stole one. So I think there's different courses in it. Like I think you could definitely steal both of them, and be more successful. Because then at the end, too, they give you a score of like, here's how much I'm paying you. Here's how much damage you did to the Millennium Falcon, and your score goes down.
Yeah.
So I think it'd be cool if we all got in there, like with a team of friends, like 6 friends, and just really coordinated about getting the highest score on that shit, dude. They should put a high score somewhere, man.
Hell
That'd be
yeah.
insane. But I think they need more rides like that are interactive over there. They have I don't know if you remember the Buzz Lightyear ride or the Toy Story ride where you shoot stuff.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
remember that one.
yeah. They need more rides like that are interactive, man, because that'd be good times. But no, it was really fun. It really felt like you were flying the fucking Millennium Falcon. Um, I had to just mash this one button, dude, to shoot lasers, and then I think at one point like, oh, shoot the rockets. So there was one button for missiles that I had to push real quick. Um, but yeah, it was kind of tricky, man, because you really have to align yourself up with this one ship, and then once you line up, the engineers have to shoot the fucking harpoons to try and slow it down.
Yeah.
Um, so I think it really makes a difference, man. Like you could really fail this, I think, if you are trash. So, and it's cool too because it's random. You can't say, "Oh, I want to be a pilot." They have these little cards that they hand out in line. So it's like, okay, here you go. Here's your card. Here's your card. Here's your card. And you kind of turn it over, and you can see what role you're gonna play. Um, so I say, yeah, man. If you're gonna go, the time is now, dude, because that shit is super fun, man. It's also the most
I
packed
need
part
the
of it.
Jedi cloak. That's what I
Yes,
need.
and they're selling all that shit there, dude. Like everything you would need to cosplay. They're even selling like $4,000 stormtrooper outfits, man. They're selling all
Damn.
the helmets and shit, dude. So it's like real stuff, because they're charging. Well, no, never mind. It's just Disneyland prices for that shit, dude. But yeah, it's wild, man. We went there right when it opened at like 8 o'clock, and of course, the first thing we want to go to was Star Wars Land, and you could tell everyone else in the park is walking to that corner too, because you have to walk to like this one corner to get where it is, like past Frontierland or whatever, like past what is it? The log ride, the one that you splash and get went on. It's
Yeah.
past that, and everybody is just walking towards that direction when you first get there, dude. So it's a good times, dude. Definitely a worthy trip. Oh, the cons. It's there's just too packed at Disneyland, man. There's way too many people. It's
Damn.
like it was almost like Comic Con out there at a certain point, dude.
Really? At Disneyland, I would think they would be at the Star Wars stuff.
No, because we went to Star Wars Land first, and it was packed there. And then we walked through the park to get to. We want to go to California Adventures too, to ride a couple rides. Dude, the Guardians of the Galaxy ride at what's it called at Disney California Adventures is pretty sick too. There's the old Tower of Terror that just goes up and down, but they
Yeah.
added like the Guardians of the Galaxy to it, and it's pretty funny. It's a good story seeing all those guys out there. Um, what else? Too hot, but I guess you can't control that out of Disneyland. Dang, do the pros outweigh the cons of Disneyland right now, dude?
I
I
don't
think
know, but
I think they. Oh, the prices, everything's fucking expensive out your butthole, dude.
exactly.
Yeah.
That sounds like if I just want to get my cloak, and I would have to spend $200 to get inside, and then
Uh-huh.
maybe $50 gas and $200 to get their cloak.
Uh-huh.
God,
uh-huh.
yeah.
Yeah. Well, no, I definitely recommend going to Star Wars Land. It's good times, dude. There was like at the end before we left, we went back just to walk around real quick, just to soak in the whole experience and feel like we were in Star Wars again, man. So no, it's good times, dude. But you need money. You definitely need money. Did you go to Disneyland as a kid with your parents and stuff?
Yeah, mainly with my parents, and
Mhm.
then after that was, I guess, at school.
Yeah, dude. Just remember that, man. If you ever think your parents don't love you, remember they took you to Disneyland and dropped $1 million there to take your punk ass to Disneyland, dude. Because I was thinking about it too. I'm crying spending all this money at Disneyland for the ticket. I bought like 2 meals, and that was a shit ton of money already, at least to me. And I'm thinking, damn, dude, my parents brought them, me and my sister, fed
Yep.
us all, dude,
Fed guys, and yep.
as $1 billion, bro. I would not be able to afford shit like that, man. So yeah, anyone out there, if you ever feel like your parents don't love you, but they've ever taken you to Disneyland ever in your life, Just remember they did that and how much it cost them, dude. If they never took you to Disneyland, then at least know you were born, dude. And they had to love you at one point after you were born. But it's crazy, dude. Good fucking times, man. We need to get out there one day, dude. All of us, and we're all rich, and just close down the park and rent out that ride, dude. Just ride it over and over.
Oh yeah, I need to get that cloak sooner or later because will be when I'm playing games. It's just me and my boxers with the cloak. So yeah,
You'll be like fucking old man Rick, dude. Yeah, you'll look like Obi-Wan Kenobi with a white beard and shit, dude. It's fucking good times, dude. But yeah, man, what else is going on? Oh, there was this report that so Blizzard has to report like their income or their revenue to their shareholders every year, just to make sure people are making good money on what they've invested in the company. Guess where most of their profits came from? Most of their revenue came from in the past year.
I'm gonna have to say Overwatch.
No, actually.
Hero of the Storm.
No, actually.
World of Warcraft. Diablo.
No.
What the fuck?
And it's kind of our worst nightmare, dude. Majority of their revenue or profits came from mobile gaming, dude.
What?
Yeah, 37% of it. So I'm guessing that's directly fucking what's the card game? Hearthstone, dude. Isn't that the only mobile game they have?
Yeah, Hearthstone.
Or maybe Diablo too. Because Diablo turned into a mobile game as well, right?
Yeah.
So
I
holy
think
shit, man.
Definitely, because my nephew was like saying, "Yeah, this is the new craze going on and all that," and I was like,
I feel like it's been, man.
Yeah, and then he already put in a lot of money in it. I'm like, oh, okay. So
yeah. So that's kind of bad news for us, man, because we fucking love console games and computer games, dude. So that sucks. What if 20 years from now, dude, consoles don't exist anymore and people stop making games for computers because it takes too much money?
They have to do it somewhere though. Someone is gonna take the idea and they're gonna make one ultimate console, and that's gonna be Nintendo.
What? Oh man, you think at the end of the day, at the end of these console wars, Nintendo's gonna be the one on top?
It's gonna be the one on top. Yep. Because PlayStation and Xbox are competing for the best graphics and the best this, and then soon people they're gonna realize it's like, oh, we might as well just buy a computer at this point. And then so they're like, you know what? Let's go back to Nintendo where it's still cheaper and it's portable and they're not focused on the heaviest graphics, but they're focused on more of a gameplay or game, having fun.
You know what? I can't argue with that. I think you might be right, dude.
Yeah, that's my theory because that's like I realize a lot of us are starting to go back to simple graphics and whatnot, but when we want to play something heavy intensive, we kind of look for the PC version of it first before actually buying it on the the console. Because I want to see it in like 60 frames.
Yeah.
That's not Witcher on PC. I wanted to see it in its best performance. But yeah.
They just need to make PCs more accessible.
Yes.
You know what I mean? I mean, I get it that some people grew up PC gaming, so for them using a mouse and keyboard playing whatever game is fine and it makes sense, I grew up playing Sega, then PlayStation, then Dreamcast, all that stuff. So I barely know how to use the mouse and keyboard, I mean, I played StarCraft and Counter-Strike back in the day, but I don't know how to play like The Witcher on a mouse and keyboard. What the fuck, dude? What do I look like?
I still like put my controller to the PC.
Yeah.
I can't do that.
As long as they make that more accessible in those ways, like having controller support, having an automatic optimization for whatever hardware you have, Because I'll be honest with you, there's people that like to do that, that like to overclock their computers and just optimize their graphics themselves. That's fine. Just completely let them do that. That's not me, dude. I'm a console gamer, man. I just want to fucking put the game in and fucking play. So yeah, if they make shit more accessible, I think I see what you're saying, you know. And for Nintendo, because I think that's what it is. I think that's what's gonna make things successful is making it portable. You know, that you can't just play it at home. You know, because our time is gonna be so valuable as you know time passes here, as time goes on. That the games will have to be something that you can take away, pause real quick, go do something else, return to it maybe 2 hours later, and still pick up where you left off. You know.
Yeah.
So, no, I definitely see that. Because, yeah, we crashed at Rod and Anthony's place before we went to Disneyland, and Anthony was playing the new Fire Emblem. Dude, that shit looked crazy on his TV. I was like, what? This is a Switch game?
Yep.
What the fuck, dude?
I have that, but I haven't even started it yet. I'm saving it for PAX.
Oh, okay. Have you heard? Well, never mind. I won't spoil it for you. We can talk about it after you start playing it, man. Just to see which house you join, dude.
I'm gonna join the Shield one or whatever. I forget I forgot the houses. I think it's the blue hair guy or the white hair guy.
Oh, okay.
Or brown.
So it's not the girl.
Yeah, not the girl.
Uh-huh.
I forgot. Yeah. Yep.
Oh,
It's like
okay.
a noble guy looking.
Okay. Good on you, dude. But yeah. But I mean, there are those times though when you want to have graphics. So I guess that's right. If everything just goes on the PC, then that's fine.
I think would make it good is if it's at its best performance, but we
Mhm.
don't have to tweak anything in the
Mhm.
game.
No, that's
Because when
what
I
I'm,
was
yeah.
launching Witcher, I always was it was always in the back of my mind, like, oh
Mhm.
man, should I turn down this so I can have better frames, or should I
Mhm.
upgrade this so I can have better quality graphics?
Mhm.
And then I think I spent almost like a week
Mhm.
just tweaking back and forth the graphics to the point where I finally had it down.
Mhm.
But then it was like, man, that took so long
Mhm.
just, testing it just to see if I lagged or whatnot. So,
Yeah. Yeah, that's what I mean. Yeah, that automatic optimization for the graphics for sure. They have to have like that one button, or like in what is it? In Final Fantasy 14, you can run the graphics test and see what it runs best at, and it just gives you those settings. I think even City of Heroes has it too.
uh,
So yeah, if they have that, if they make that a standard for really every game, controller compatibility, for every game, I think that'd be great, dude. See, really, only reason I couldn't really play The Witcher 1 anymore because that shit is so crazy on mouse and keyboard, dude. I don't get it. Like my brain doesn't function like that.
yep.
It's kind of wild. Um, but yeah, I think I might have to change. So in your priorities, dude, I guess it would be, what would it be? Would it be graphics or story? It would be story, right?
For me,
Mm-hmm.
I think a mixture of both. But it doesn't have to be like advanced graphics. I've noticed when I was watching a couple videos, there's this like 2-bit looking game, and I
Mm-hmm.
thought it pretty much sold me. So yeah,
Mm.
definitely a mixture of both.
So when you're messing with your settings, what do you prioritize more? You
Oh,
prioritize how it looks or the frame rate?
both. At the maximum I can get in the graphics without jeopardizing any frame like stutters or
Uh
lags.
huh.
I think, yeah, when I upgraded my graphics card, I was like messing around 120 frames.
Okay.
Um, but I could get that, but I had to turn down like one of the settings,
Mm-hmm.
and I think it was like shadows and water or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
But if I kept everything max, things would completely change. But then once I got rid of the shadows and water, it was like max graphics and max frames, and so
Mm-hmm.
that really helped a lot.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So you really do. Well, essentially, you'd want to have your frames not drop past like 120 or something, right?
As long as it doesn't stutter. I think
Okay.
mainly.
Wait, so you would take 30 frames per second as long as it stays at 30 frames per second?
If that's all my graphics card can handle, that is basically it. Yep.
Dude.
That's why I was like, I got 100. This should be pumping out 120, and luckily it did. I was like,
Yeah.
okay, if it didn't, I'll go down to 60 or something.
Yeah. See, for me, um, I think now I've become a snob like your nephew, bro. I have to say it has to be at least 60 frames per second nowadays for me, man.
Yeah.
I remember before I could deal with it. You know, there was one day I forgot when we first got our computers. I forgot what we were playing. Maybe we were playing Final Fantasy 14. You know, and I used to play that on a PlayStation, and then we all got computers, so I started playing on computer. I remember playing it again on PlayStation 3 at the time. I think it was on,
Hmm.
and or PlayStation 4. And dude, my eyes hurt after playing it for a while, man. I remember playing Red Dead Redemption, the first one, after playing some PC games, and I was like, "Oh God, it's like his movement isn't smooth. What is going on, dude? This is like a flip book movie. What the fuck, dude?" So I think now, for real, and what made me realize that even more is today was really the only free day I've had to play video games,
Hmm.
and for some reason I had the urge to play Grand Theft Auto 4, um, and I was playing it and it was hurting my eyes so much, dude. Just because the graphics are super old and the fucking what do you call it, dude? The the frame rate was so low. I was like, "Oh my god, dude. My memories of this game were so much different."
Dude, yeah, I gave that game like a 10 when I played it, and
Yeah.
then when I tried to go back to it, I was like, yeah, this is completely impossible.
You move Nico around and he's like every step is like his feet are so heavy. It's like he has fucking cement in his boots, dude. He's like stomping around and shit, man.
Yep.
Like if you try to walk on the curb, like he trips over the curb sometimes, dude. It's so insane. And the cars feel like they're driving on like glass, right? It's so there's no weight to the cars at all. They're so floaty and shit, dude. It's super insane. Cause yeah, of course I played, and I'm not just gonna run around. That's never been my style to just run around and shoot shit in Grand Theft Auto. I always have to be playing for something. I was looking, I was like, oh hey, I still need a trophy to finish first in 20 races. So I was like doing some races, which is why I really am getting back with the driving mechanics, man. But yeah, it's so crazy. I think that now it's taken me a while, but I'm there. I need to have that 60 frames, man. So I think that's why it's gonna matter in this next console generation to have it for sure.
Yep.
So it's gonna be wild. Um, so yeah, R.I.P. Mobile games are taking over, dude. They're gonna keep on nickel and diming us as well. Oh, did you see in Fortnite they added Gundams, dude, or mechs,
Yeah, I saw that. That was pretty cool.
and they're fucking
The
OP, dude.
how do you play with that? How do you summon that?
I think it's just on the map, just like a gun, and then you have to. Yeah, it's just whoever finds it first can pilot it. I think it takes two people to pilot, actually. Someone that does the legs and someone that does the shooting. It's pretty funny, man. But it seems OP. Like I've seen a lot of complaints about it that it's too powerful. It takes too long to kill, and you could shoot like 20 rockets at one time and kill people. You know,
Yeah.
and Epic just refuses to remove that shit. So good on them, man. I think it's even in competitive play. And basically, if a pro player gets a hold of a mech, it's game over, right?
Yep.
So they're like, nah, we'll keep it in competitive play. Fuck you guys. That's good times for fucking Epic, dude. What else is going on out here, man? Do you see the new Pokemon stuff? Pokemon Sword and Shield?
I've been avoiding the trailers, but I don't. Yeah, I haven't heard anything. What's going on with those?
So there's a new like Team Rocket kind of gang, and
Uh,
from what I gather, they just are loud and scream at you, dude. I
what?
don't know. Oh, you know what it is? So you have two rivals in this game instead of one. And from what you were explaining about Pokemon Let's Go, um, you said that you have to fight blue, red, and green. Do you have more than one rival in Pokemon Let's Go? Pikachu?
You have your regular rival, but then when you beat I guess the Elite Four, and then
Mhm.
you go to capture Mewtwo. I was ambushed by Green,
Mhm.
which is this girl, and she kept throwing Pokeballs at me. So, yep, I didn't realize there's more after this game. I think those are the last battles I have to actually do.
Oh, okay, okay. Um, but yeah, I guess in Pokemon Sword and Shield, you have two rivals. They actually have names. I didn't bother to remember them because they're just super anime. And one of your rivals is a girl, and she just has this huge fan club, and they just yell at you, dude.
What?
Yeah, yeah, it's funny.
Yeah. Like, leave me alone, Jesus.
But I think that's cool, man. I think I'd like to have more than one rival. As epic of an asshole that Gary was,
Yep.
um, it's always great to have just like that much more storylines in your game,
Yep.
Um, but what else was I gonna say? Oh, they have whatever version. It's called like the Galand region. So there's like Alolan Diglets and stuff like that with hair and all that shit.
Yeah.
Those like Galand versions of the Kanto Pokemon, and this is all based off of like British stuff, right, or United Kingdom stuff. So there's castles and fields and pastures everywhere. So the Weezing in this game has a fucking top hat and a mustache, dude.
What?
Yeah, I swear. He looks
What the
crazy, and
fuck?
the top hats are like smokestacks. So there's
Yeah.
like little smoke coming out of his head. Here, let me get a picture here for you. And then what else is there? There's like the Zigzagoon, that little ferret-looking thing. He's black and white now, um, to make it look like he's wearing a suit and he's all proper and stuff, dude. So there's some changes out here. It looks super insane though. I don't know what they're thinking, man. Dude, so you know how Weezing has two faces?
Yeah.
One face has a mustache. One face just totally has a beard. There you go. Check that out, man. It's
Oh
too funny.
my god.
But it's crazy how they did that. Is how it's a smokestack because it makes sense because Weezing just has a bunch of you know poison gas coming out of him. But at the same time, it's a top hat, so he's a proper British bloke, dude. You know what I'm saying?
Is super sophisticated.
So they have his mustache and beard is like smoke or whatever.
Uh-huh.
They should have given him a bow tie too, or a little smoke monocle or something, man. Do you think Pokemon designs have gone downhill since the original 151?
I think so. I think after that 150 to what 250, I think they're
Uh,
pretty good.
okay.
But then they started. I don't know. Looked like they were getting lazy in drawing some of these. I think Sword and Shield. Like a lot of people were upset when they saw the corgi one, and it was
Oh,
just a
okay, yeah.
corgi, and he was just wagging his tail as one of his attacks,
Uh,
but he wasn't wagging his tail. It was just they like literally moved the avatar left and right,
mm.
like without him moving. So it's like it was super lazy on their part. So
Wait, what game is this Corgi in? Is he in Sword and Shield?
I guess Sword and Shield. They're
Wait,
like
what?
showing, yeah, they're like, oh, look at this. He's gonna do an attack, and yeah, his avatar is literally moving left and right without the corgi actually moving.
This game is on the Switch, dude. How are they getting away with this?
I don't know.
That's so crazy to me, man. They're like, yeah, let's just not animate this at all, dude. Just have them go back and forth, man. Wow, wow. That's too
Yep.
funny. Um, well, yeah, I'm excited to play that. That might really be the next Switch game I buy, barring any really cool indie titles that are out there, dude. Um, at least the next big Switch game I'll buy. Do they still have that deal? You get two games for $100.
I think so. Oh yeah, I should have used that then. I bought a game recently.
Oh,
Damn.
that's right, the thing. Okay, Rick just sent me the gif of this dog. It's so lazy. He's like moonwalking back and forth, dude. You can animate his feet moving, dude. What? So it's on the official Pokemon Twitter that this GIF is on. The first comment under the GIF is, "Did you just showcase a bad animation?" Oh my god, dude. Damn, and then there's people defending it too. This is insane, man. Oh, what's the drama behind that? Like you know how they were talking about you could switch your Pokemon around from one game to this new game, but they
uh,
turned it off or something, or they're only allowing you to do certain Pokemon.
allow a certain Pokemon. I think not every Pokemon will be inside Sword and Shield
Hmm.
from previous generations, and a lot of people are upset with that too.
Mhm.
And there's only a certain small amount that you can transfer into this game,
Mhm.
and yeah, they just like limiting everything. Limit everything. I can understand, you have to make the animation for every single 800 Pokemon that are out there, or five. I don't even remember.
Mhm. Mhm.
But still, like, don't make more Pokemon if you can't handle that
That's true. That's true.
many. You know.
I mean, I can see the other side of things too. Is like, um, you know, well, I mean, not say that. Like a raccoon won't survive in the African Sahara. You know what I mean? It'll get eaten up by something. There's no trash cans to dig into, man. Like a lion will eat that shit.
Mhm.
So in some ways, I get it. You just can't have every Pokemon in every region. At the same time, too, you're not the same trainer as you are in the other games. You know,
Mhm.
so of course you will have new Pokemon to play as or to catch and play with. Um, Damn, that might be the ultimate Pokemon game, dude. If you're just the same trainer and you just go to every region, dude.
Every region, that would have been pretty
That
cool.
would be insane. Like we talk about how the next Grand Theft Auto game, you should just be able to go to Vice City, Liberty City, and San Andreas, dude, all in the same game, man.
Exactly.
Damn, that would be huge. All right, let's not give away too many more ideas, man. But yeah, I think I get that. But I think what happened was is they promised that you would be able to, right? Or they said you would be able to, and then all of a sudden they're like, "Oh no, we didn't mean that. We just meant certain Pokemon," right?
Yep.
Damn. See, then R.I.P. dude. They deserve all the hate. Then you can't, especially as the Pokemon company, you can't just say something like that and then go back on your word, dude. That's kind of shitty.
Yeah.
But damn, dude, Rick sent me a link of the Monster Hunter shirts at Uniqlo, and they're all $6, dude. Why are they so cheap?
Dude, I think I was looking at a bunch of them. So the Gundam ones, the Street Fighter, the Monster Hunters, they're all $6 right now.
Wait,
They're
wait, wait,
on
wait.
sale.
Even the Street Fighter ones, dude. Because
Yup.
I still did not buy that shirt, so I'm definitely gonna buy all this right now, dude. I don't have. Well, no, I have money to spend on a $10 shirt right now, or two shirts for $10, dude.
I might buy this Gengar one. This one looks fucking
Wait, there's a
sick.
Pokemon section
Hell
too, dude.
yeah. Let me paste this into here.
Okay, okay.
And yeah, that
Alright, dude.
Gengar. The Ash one looks pretty cool too, actually. Damn.
Rick and I are about to be Uniqlo boys, dude.
I know. I'm like looking
What?
through all of their
Dude, this
inventory.
is like the fucking Pokemon Go shirt. What the fuck?
Yep.
That's kind of tight, dude.
I was like, God damn it.
Damn.
You're just spending money. And I'm
Well,
trying to save money.
you were just talking about how you needed new clothes or new shirts, dude. So
Yep.
there you
Yeah.
go. You can get it up, man.
Exactly.
Uniqlo boys in the building. Damn it, dude. To have to go there or shop there before I go to Japan too, because they have these really good thermal shirts that are super super thin, but they keep you warm. I don't know what material they're made out of, but super good.
Damn. Yep. I'm about to buy a shirt actually.
Damn, you might have just. It's a good thing these are only $6, dude. I'm about to
Yep.
buy too. Damn it, man. But yeah, what else is going on, dude? Some people are about to get a scholarship to go to college for playing Smash Bros.
What? Really?
Yeah, UCI is about to offer, I think, two people scholarships to go to school there because they're so good at Super Smash Bros, dude.
Jesus.
What game would you want to get a scholarship for?
I thought I would be good for Smash Bros, but I'm not really good at that.
No, but I mean, a fighting game like Smash Bros, or would you want to be like on the Counter Strike team, on the League of Legends team?
Oh, something to represent, you know? Xenogears, sorry. Single player.
There's no reason. Wow, you just totally burst that one out of the water, dude. Xenogears. Yeah, he's the best Xenogears player ever.
Yeah.
Like how? What do we?
5 days.
It's like what do we compare that to? He could go from level 1 to 2 real quick, man. He knows the inputs for all the combos by heart, dude. Actually, no, that would be pretty badass.
Yeah.
But that's fucking funny, dude. I don't know. I think I would want to go and get a scholarship. Damn, it has to be a multiplayer game though. I can't just go off the cuff with Xenogears like you, dude.
Monster Hunter then.
Oh, that's a good one, dude. Yeah,
Defeat a certain monster and then you can get a scholarship.
yeah. That'd be cool. That'd be pressure. Get you in that room. All right, here's Nergigante, art tempered. You only have the starter dual blades. Good luck. I would fucking die so hard, dude. Man, we're looking at all these shirts. Do you still have your Susanoo shirt?
I think so. I don't think I can fit it.
Dude, I thought I lost mine, but I found it recently. It just reminded me of the great time that we had beating that shit and how nervous
Hell
we
yeah,
were.
yeah. I think I was carried. I was just
Oh,
my
definitely.
buttons were all
We all were.
backwards.
Yeah.
So yeah, I was just pressing all the buttons, hoping for dear life.
Yeah. Let's see what else is going on, dude. Scholarships, Uniqlo boys, Pokemon, Disneyland, mobile games are gonna fucking take over, dude. RIP to all the single player games we love. Yeah, we're never gonna get a Last of Us 3. Good job, guys, for supporting mobile games. Let's see. Oh, what would it take for you to shop at GameStop again, dude?
For video games,
Yeah.
it has to be some sort of collectible that I can't get, and I have to make sure I get it. So like the Sekiro letter opener.
Oh, okay. What about to browse? Would you ever browse at a
I
GameStop?
do when I'm at a mall and I have nothing but to kill time, then I like to look, just see what kind of collectibles they get.
Oh, okay.
But I don't go out of my way to like, oh, I gotta wake up and go
Sure.
there.
Sure.
So
So it's all collectibles. You really wouldn't even try to buy games unless they were attached to a collectible out there.
exactly. So they have to have some sort of collectible. If it was just pure games only, then I would like, nah, I'll pass because I already know exactly what games I want.
Mm-hmm.
But collectibles are, I think that's for me that makes the difference.
So I think they're looking to kind of build the hype back again around GameStop, because I really used to. I'm trying to remember too why I used to go to GameStop, and it would be to look around. I remember one time I didn't have the right cord to connect my PlayStation to a certain TV. It might have been my PlayStation 2 to a TV, a new TV that we had at the house. So I went to GameStop and they had the cord. I don't think you could do shit like that over there now, can you?
I'm not sure. I don't know.
They don't really have a section like that where it's like, oh, here's all your peripherals that you would need, like Mad Catz adapters or anything like that either. But then I even go further back, and I remember it's just because the shit was inaccessible back then. But I would go to GameStop because they would be playing like the Resident Evil 2 trailer over there, and they would have the Resident Evil 2 demo before you could play or see that shit anywhere. But now, just the way that the world is now, they can't even have that, dude, right? Because you can just pull that shit up on YouTube, man.
Yeah.
In fact, we were just talking about that during over at Disneyland, how you used to stay up late at night just to wait for a certain music video to pop up on the MTV Hits channel or something,
Yeah.
But now it's like, oh, it doesn't matter. I can just watch it whenever I want. on YouTube. It kind of ruined us, man. Um, so yeah, I think it would take. They would definitely have to expand on like what they offer there. They have to like they still have to sell like Nintendo 64s or still accept Nintendo 64s for trade in, you know? Um they got to just go back to all their OG shit cuz yeah, they're definitely looking to bring the hype back, and the way they're doing it is to turn all the GameStops like into throwback 80s video game stores, dude. And I don't know if that's going to be it, man. They need to do a lot more than that, bro.
Throwback 80s?
Yeah, yeah, like in Stranger Things type shit, you know?
Huh.
Which would be cool, I guess, just have the experience to go into the store, but that's not going to make me buy anything, you know?
No, make it like a Pokemon Center or something
Oh,
like that.
yeah, that's very true. That's very true. Where you can, if you walk in there, then, and you spin the stop, dude, you get all revives and potions guaranteed, bro.
Exactly. Or when the cash register
Wait.
rings you up, it'll be like ding ding
What?
ding ding
You just solved their problem, dude. What the fuck? Why would they listen to you? They really just need to partner up with fucking, especially now with all the Team Rocket battles, dude. Nobody having potions. They needed to team up with Pokemon Go, dude. What the fuck?
Exactly. Put a gym at it too.
Yeah, yeah. Because that's definitely what's missing from Pokemon Go now is what do you call it? A Poke Center, man.
Yeah,
Huh? That's interesting.
exactly.
Speaking of Pokemon Go, dude, Disneyland is fucking chock full of those shits, man.
Yep.
Like all the stops and all the gyms and stuff. They're just super popping out there, man. And we definitely did ride the train that goes around the park. It's the perfect. We almost stayed on that thing for 2 laps, dude. That's like the perfect speed to be walking your Pokemon and hatching eggs and shit, dude. It's kind of funny. It would look too suspicious, you know? It's like, why are you guys still sitting on this train? You've been on here for like an hour, dude. But yeah, no, I think they'd have to have more than just video games and toys, dude. They have to go back to having like specific hardware and stuff like that. Um, to just stuff that, you know, you would need to have your system work. They should get into the PC thing, I think, too, man. They should start selling parts there. Do they sell PC parts at GameStop?
I don't know. I think I did see some stuff, but not like, yeah, regular graphics card or something like that.
Yeah, dude. They should give us a chance, dude, to try and fix GameStop. I think we do a pretty good job at it, man. I think I would open them up to fucking computer parts. You would open them up to being a Poke Center, dude. You know?
Yep.
And then we change it so it's like, oh, if you can order everything online and just have to pick it up at the store, dude. We even have a to-go window, so you don't have to get out your fucking car, dude.
Yep.
That's what it's gotta be. All these, you know, physical stores, they gotta have drive-through pickup windows, man. Because
Yeah.
that would murder everything. Because nobody wants to leave their fucking house no more, dude.
Exactly. Because of Amazon.
Do you think people are more anxious and paranoid around other people now because of the internet?
Yeah. The internet is crazy and it reveals a lot of people's hidden personalities. So, yeah.
But see, they're hidden for a reason, right? Like someone wouldn't just go out in public and say half the shit they would say.
Exactly. That's why the internet is allowing them to say whatever they want to say.
Oh, so I get it. So now when you go out there and you know you're walking past someone, you're like, man, this person is really secretly just like a super racist dude, or like
Exactly. They likes to rape butts or something like that. Butt raper 99.
Oh, that is an insane gamer tag, dude. Because it would be a gamer tag. It wouldn't just be like your forum screen name for something. You know what I mean? Oh, that's fucking funny, dude. But yeah, dude, I think that's it. That's all I have this week, man. I'm trying to think. It's gonna be funny. I'm gonna playing Grand Theft Auto 4 this week. I still haven't touched fucking Monster Hunter. I heard
either.
I heard the events are on until Iceborne comes out though.
That's good. because
It's
I
even
need to collect some stuff from.
I was gonna say, yeah, that's even more weeks of me not playing. It's because of my PlayStation 4 isn't even plugged in right now. I need to get all this PlayStation 3 shit out of my system. I mean, beat Final Fantasy. You stop playing Grand Theft Auto 4 and beat Final Fantasy, man. Jesus. But yeah, that is it for us this week. Let me not try to spend too much money on Uniqlo shirts. We'll see you guys next week. But until then, Rick, some words of wisdom.
You better try Hot Pockets, not the garlic.
All right, guys, we'll see you next week. Peace.